Hey y'all, this is your host. What's my name? My name is, I don't know, I guess it depends. It depends on who you're talking to and when you're talking to. I guess you're talking to me, and I guess for now, I'm happy being, oh, what the heck, Nikki? How dare I? Who's that bitch? Oh no. So I'm sitting here at the, this is my new best friend. She has not officially been named yet, but I'm leaning towards Daphne because I'm a Greek goddess, and she is, a Greek goddess. Rhodes is a place in Greece, a beautiful place, and Daphne is a Greek name, and I'm really into history right now, ancient history in particular, and we're just getting to know each other, me and Daphne, but that's her working name, it's like, and then the amp that she likes to play with, they're a pair. I mean, they didn't come together, but they're best friends, maybe lovers, I don't know, but her name is Barbetta, and she's Italian, so it's like they're a pretty hot fucking motherfucking goddamn motherfucking team. Let's see, just want you to have like the best possible lifestyle. If we're gonna be together, then let's like get together, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Are we doing it or are we doing it? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm asking. That's what I mean. I say what I mean. I have a tendency to do that. I'm not sure if you know that about me. I have a tendency to, say what I mean. This microphone is part of a karaoke machine that was given to me for Christmas from my wonderful boyfriend, who I will never call a partner just because I really find that term to be unsexy, and I know that a lot of people feel that way, and I do really want a partnership, and that's what we have. However, I'm old school, I'm old fashioned, and I really like the term lover, or, pick a gender, friend, I don't really care. I mean, I'll call her my girlfriend, it doesn't matter. I just want you to know that we're fucking, I don't like partnership. We co-parent a magical baby dog, but we are definitely lovers. So I just want to make sure that that's clear. That's my preference. You can call me whatever pronoun you like. Just know that I'm sexually active, okay? So, and that I wear like pantyhose and wigs exclusively. Okay, so not that my hair isn't really cool. My hair is really cool right now, actually, but this one, I feel really confident right now. In any case, back to the microphone. The microphone is part of a karaoke, I think, machine is what you'd call it, that I was given for Christmas by my lover. And it is the floor model, most definitely, from Guitar Center or whatever, because the mic always cuts out and stuff like that. But when he gave it to me, I honestly was like, I just can't remember being that genuinely like surprised and excited about Christmas, any kind of Christmas item or just gift in general, like since I was a child. So that's how much I want to sing. I mean, okay, here's a great example. I did, in fact, it's a true story. It's a very true story. I went to his family Thanksgiving, his it's not like they're conservative, like super conservative, but they are definitely lovely Christian people. Some of them are from the Midwest, they're all very like lovely. They're not like Nikki, let's just say that. And I brought a microphone that did not work, just because I like to have one in my hand, and I like to sometimes just pull it out and feel like I'm making an announcement or that I'm singing. And so to get one that works, and it has like reverb on it when I want it, is pretty much everything. So that's been a real life highlight, and then it's funny to me because, you know, life highlights, right? Speaking of life highlights, like my life has been nothing but a low light, you know, for like quite a while now. And please, you know, I just want to put this disclaimer in there that I am very full of gratitude and incredibly aware of how blessed I am and how privileged I am, and just I am in no way discounting any of those things, you know, and complaining and whining about my lot in life, okay? But however, I think we all must just, you know, once that disclaimer is said and you're gonna get involved in this, you know, then I don't just have to say that every single time, because I'm here to talk about reality. I mean, the program is called Is She Okay? So, you know, that's what we're here to talk about. And in this instance, she is everyone in the world, you know, because I'll talk about myself, but I'm really hoping that you'll talk to me too, and we'll talk to each other. That's what I'm really, really hoping. So, that being said, that I'm very, 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 very blessed and very privileged, and things could be much, much worse. You know, mental health and depression and life blows, life circumstances, you know, they happen to people. And sometimes you're not able to just change your perspective, just like you wish you could. You know that's the thing. You know that. We've all had that experience. I mean, that is life. You learn a thing, you remember it, and then somewhere along the line, the lesson, you know, it just gets lost and you're back to this other place. And it's even harder because you're like, but I know that it's just a thing, and everyone's telling me just, you know, you need to stop being isolated and you need to get out of your house and you need to do all these things and just exercising and all these things. And you're like, I know, I know, I know. Oh, you're right, I know, I mean, to some degree, to be honest, to other degrees, they're not right. I've always been the kind of person that is like, sure, I'm a loner. I require a lot of downtime and alone time to like just conserve my energy. And I like to like produce, and I don't like to be too influenced by the outside world and what's going on, you know. I don't require that. And I've also just been the sort of person that to leave my comfort creative like hive, whether it's for like just an evening or whatever, social, just because, or to even like go on vacation. I've never really enjoyed doing those things if I did not feel like I had a purpose or a reason for going to do that thing, including a vacation, which, you know, I had judgments, whatever, you can think whatever you want, but it's just the way that I've always been, you know. I don't know if it's a Virgo thing, I don't know if it's just a me thing. I'm not a hanger-outer. I despise just like hanging out, just, no, not gonna do, just coming, I don't know, just like laying around, hanging out, just, sure. It's just not my style. I mean, I can do that to a degree, it's not like I can't relax, you know, but I can't, but I'm just a much better, a happier person myself, and then which makes me better and funner and cooler to be around if I have a reason for doing things, you know, and there just hasn't been, you know, the reasons for leaving or the options of things to go and do have not yet outweighed what I feel like is a cocooning, metamorphosis, recuperation period that I've been going through, you know. There's been nothing that's literally worth it, you know. It's more expensive to leave the house. It's like I'm very sensitive and traumatized by, you know, things I see out in the world. The state of the city of Los Angeles and all the, you know, our homeless neighbors, you know, and just the pain and the suffering that's going on out there. I'm not ready to be, I don't want to say not ready to be part of the solution, because I want that, but it's like I also know myself, and I really have a strong intuition, and I always have, and I just know that it's like I'm not at a place yet where I'm able to offer positivity, you know, positivity to the world, because instead what happens is that I get overwhelmed and extremely emotional, and it's not even necessarily negative, it's just like I'm not helpful to others. It's still something I'm dealing with, right now. And my goal and my belief is that I do have a purpose in life, and that it is to kind of be a bridge of some kind between this extreme pain and suffering of life that is inevitable, that maybe not all of us feel. Maybe there are some that are, privileged to just thank God, and they don't have to see or feel or go through some of the things that the rest of us do, that others of us do, and I'm happy for them, and there is no judgment or, jealousy or anything like that. A great example is my relationship. My lover and I have extremely different backgrounds, family life, and just life experience in general. We truly couldn't really be more different in those areas, and it's been a really interesting experiment to relate to and like communicate with, and to do all those things with someone who's just does not have any of the same reference points that I have, and to communicate those things, and neither of us be blamey or victimy, about it, because it is, we are where we are, we got here how we got here, but it does affect the lens, that filters all of your reactions and thoughts and perspective. It's true. And a couple of years ago, like right when I was getting sober, I didn't even know, honestly, I didn't even know that some of those things I'm talking about were even changeable. I really just simply thought the way I view things, the way I feel things, the way I interpret things, the way they feel to me are simply the way I react to them. Those are just intrinsically part of my personality. I didn't even consider, there seems, I saw no crack between that, like it's a movable situation. And then I learned that I saw the crack. And then you get bummed out, because that's like, okay, I'm 45, and it's like, oh, I'm just now seeing the crack. I'm like, okay, changing your whole lifetime's worth of personality, like habits and ways you are, it seems absolutely insurmountable. And it's not like a task that you set out like you're running a marathon, like it's a super good goal, it's just something that like, okay, well, if I'm staying alive, then I'm just gonna keep it in mind. And I don't know, it's just been so fascinating, because it's been the worst period of my life these last 3 or 4 years. Just couldn't be lower, and I've been low. I've been very low, like low. Okay, what others would maybe perceive from the outside as lower than this, most certainly, but on the inside, it's just been absolutely brutal. And so, for me not to have my confidence and my successes and the usual, like, just get up and go and inspiration, all the things that I've always known myself as, or made myself think that I am, or whatever, it's just been gone. No mojo, no mojo, no nothing. And you go a long time without that, and you start to doubt it when you never did before. And then, the isolation it's a protection factor. I'm figuring things out, everyone needs other people to validate them as a human being to some degree, but I'm blessed that I'm not a person that needs like that exclusively, or turns to that. What I do need is, you do need a context, you do need mirroring, you do need good friends and people, you need to be able to bounce off what you're doing and how you're acting with something else, instead of just only yourself, because then you get no feedback, you have no constructive criticism, you have no outside perspective, and so I definitely miss that. And I've been trying to cultivate and talk to people about what it means to be a friend, a real true friend, because not everyone has like family or coworkers, or being social isn't completely natural to some people. Therapy is fantastic. Therapists are paid. Some are great. In my experience, you're really lucky. It's a lottery thing if you get a really great one and that you can afford and continue seeing. But I'm on this trip of where I do think that the people that are in your life, if you choose each other wisely and kind of, make agreements to be just open and honest, and it's like there's a time for venting, there's a time for asking for advice, there's a time for, butting into your friend's life and just being like, when you're worried and you see something going on that's bad, you know, instead of just being like, no, it's not my never mind, which is easier for all of us, you know. But again, everyone needs to be aware of this arrangement, you know. You're not going around doing this to people who aren't on the same page that you're on, you know. But it's all delicate. It's just that I think that we have to be more available to each other as human beings, to be helpful and not just third party it, you know, just therapy and just like personas on, you know, social media and all of these things. I think I really want to be more a part of a community of people who I know care about me and have my best interest at heart, and likewise, you know. And I mean, it's a fantasy land, of course, for me, but to do things for each other without money and without, you know, I mean, if you're able, you know, just to be a real friend to someone, like just really available in an unconditional kind of way, you know. And then you gotta have boundaries too. You gotta have boundaries. I mean, that's the hard part, you know. I mean, somebody's feelings are gonna get hurt if they're not like open to it, you know. And anyways, this tangent came about because you know, my lover and I have had a lot of we have different communication styles. I may have had a lot more relationships than that person, and you know, I have yeah, I communicate differently, and my communication style is of course more boisterous and obvious and demonstrative, and so it's always been very easy in my relationships to take the blame, and I will easily do that because, you know, of course I believe I have a part in everything, and it's just, you know, it's just easy to be like, you're the one who's acting crazy and bigger and louder and, you know, spazzing out or whatever, you know. And I found myself doing that a great deal with this person who has had an idyllic, you know, life, childhood and things, you know, and it's just easier to be like, you're the person who's being loud and bringing up things and confrontation and making the water not still, you're rocking the boat, you know. And I've been like, well, you know, actually we're communicating, and this is like growing, and this is life is not a still lake, you know. That's just not it. We're actually working through something, you know. So I've had to explain that to them, and then I've really listened to this person. I love this person, whether I like it or not. I am very much in love with this person, and so I've taken into account, and I'm down on my fucking luck, you know. I don't have shit going on, and I'm just like bummed about everything. I just feel like a total like loser, and I just cannot figure out what is going on. So it's just, I'm weak, you know. This person has the power, and so not in a pathetic way, you know, but I'm like definitely like just a little more open, perhaps a little more humble, you know. I mean, I've listened, I've heard other people say things too, you know, but the incentive and the time to like really put in the effort to do any of the changing, you know, was not quite there like it is now. I'm old, you know, so I'm kind of proud of that, you know. I've learned to do some changing, you know, just slowly incremental changing. It's like, and that just happens when you're like a little bit less mean to yourself when you do a thing, and then, you know, it gives you try to get a few seconds ahead of the behavior before you do it again, you know. I mean, that's about it, and that's all you can hope for, and hope the other person is down to notice that too, you know. And things maybe get uncomfortable. I'm willing to be uncomfortable and have uncomfortable conversations with people if I know that it's all done in love, and we can disagree and walk away and, you know, be open, and then, you know, come back. I'm available for that. I've found shockingly that a lot of people, it's hard. It's a hard thing to find. I'm not perfect. It's not like you can't hurt my feelings, you know, of course, but I don't get offended very easily. But again, you know, you're only can be willing to take this stuff in if you know that it's coming from a place of love. And to be honest, even if it wasn't a great friend, or we have some deep written agreement about what kind of things we can say to each other, you know when something's coming from a genuine and pure place, you know, of concern and love and what have you. And I am open to those things. In any case, I just wanted to, you know, get the ball rolling. I mean, is she okay? My hope for this year is to turn it into a written blog, and to take all of the things that I've been doing and writing and filming and collecting and making all this past year and to upload them onto my website. So they were never really intended for anyone else to view, but I figure it's content and it may give some, insight into what has been going on this last year. And moving forward, I want to continue to do the same, and my videos are going to be on YouTube only. I don't like the other format. The person who owns it and operates it, I dislike very much. So it's going to be on YouTube is where you can find me. I'm going to be going live whenever I feel like it. I have a subscription service over there. I'm very easy to get a hold of. I like to talk. I don't know if you've noticed that. I like to interact. And I have a lot of really cool things that I don't need, that maybe you do need, and I'm going to just sell them whenever I feel like it, live on the internet. And so I take requests, I sing, I can write you a haiku, I give advice, I'll listen to you tell me how much you love me. You can cry, we can cry. If your dog dies, please, for the love of God, please call me. Please come and talk to me about it. And yeah, so this is what I hope to come in this year. I don't know, I'm interested to see if you're interested. You can drop me a line, let me know. But in the meantime, I'm going to just kind of start uploading all of my content that I've been hoarding to myself for this last lovely / horrific / long / fast period of time that they call a year, and I'm really thirsty now from talking so much, so I'm gonna go, but I hope that you're chill, and I hope that you're okay, and let's talk about it.